All right, so back for part two. My random collection, comic collection box. So, give you guys a little taste of my collection. Picking up, left off with Thunderbolts. So here we got New Ultimate. I think this issue was free from some random comic shop I was at. I like Frank Cho's art. I didn't really read too much Thunderbolt stuff. And jump to the Ultimate Universe. Ultimate Spider-Man #1 polybag. It's open, but I kept the polybag on it just because it was kind of cool. I always do that though. I actually picked this. I jumped on this series late, and this was the last copy that they had in my shop. So I'm glad I did. I was kind of wasn't sure about the Ultimate Universe anymore, but I'm glad I jumped back on. Bendis and Pacelli was awesome artist, and the whole series was great. Miles Morales. So you got, what was that, 1 through 4 right there. Then next up, some Uncanny X-Men. Got a whole string of these. It goes like 500 through like 525 or 526. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I had just posted a picture of all these. 525. A bunch of these. All of these are signed by at least one creator. Fraction, Greg Land, and then Terry and Rachel Dodson. This is the second printing. I have most of the first printings, but I grabbed this one because I really like the cover with Emma and Angel and the Sentinels behind them. So it's pretty cool. This is signed by Fraction, Greg Land, Terry and Rachel Dodson. So that's pretty cool to have. You got 501. 502. A lot of people talk about Greg Land and his porn faces. There's 503. Signed by Fraction. Personalized. Gino. Emma Frost calling my name. That'd be awesome. 503. They talk about Greg Land's art. It wasn't too bad. He had some decent moments. I really like this cover. Can't give it that. Got the X-ladies, X-women. Kind of this vintage look, vintage apparel. 505. What was this? 506. 7, like the Colossus cover by Dodson. 508. But yeah. And 509, this cool cover was Psylocke, one of my favorite characters, my favorite mutants. Like I said, I'm a huge X-Men fan, so. And we got 510. Got the X-Men fighting the Sisterhood. This is a kind of weird cover because you look at Emma, you just kind of look at like the anatomy and the physics of her pose. It's just kind of weird. That's where her neck is compared to her chest. It's kind of funny. And then Madeline right there. You can get in there. So it's kind of weird. You got 511, fiery cover, 512. This is pretty cool because I went back and there's like a 2-issue run with 2-issue story arc with Nemesis. I think it was 2 issues. It was pretty cool. You know, showed his parents. So it was kind of interesting to get a good look at him and some of those Utopia issues. 513, 514, some more covers by Dodson. In the Nation X, 515. You got the Master of Magnetism, 516. Cool cover. I think I got a poster like that too. Promo poster. 517. 518. More Nation X branded. 519. Beast got his bags packed. See, I'm out of here. This is a cool cover. Dodson, Wolverine, Phantom X, and Psylocke. Another one, 521, Magneto meditating, finding his inner magnet. We got 522, cover Dodson. Then some more Second Coming stuff. 523. I said second coming was pretty cool. 524 and then 525. There's some awesome covers by Adi Granov. Some awesome work. And we got Venom #1. I actually forgot I had this. I was kind of surprised to see it in here. I almost just picked it up and didn't really care for it. I'm not a big fan of Tony Moore's art. And the story at the time it was alright. I didn't really care enough. It was Venom, Eddie Brock, Agent Venom taking on the symbiote. And a couple random issues of War Machine. Just gotta like the covers. Got him with Ares. This is 4 and 5. Norman Osborn makes a killer offer. Some Dark Reign stuff here. Greg Pak, Leonard Manco, and J. David Ramos. And you got Widowmaker 1, 2, 3, and 4. This mini-series came after the Black Widow series. It was like 8 issues. I was kind of sad to see that canceled, just like Spider-Girl in 8 issues. A couple covers by Jay Lee. They had 2 creative teams, like they switched off each issue. So it kind of, like the stories were still good, but like the switch up in art I didn't really care for. So yeah, that's that first crate I put together. Switching over. This is number 2. I have these all. They all fit, or I make sure there's 125 in each of these. It's easy to keep count. Every 4 is 500, so it's pretty handy for me. Random issue Wolverine Punisher. I just came across this. I mean, Wolverine Punisher, why not? You got some X-Force, Clayton Crane, Chris Kyle and Craig Yost. Got the man Pyro. He's dead though. And Necroshax was about dealt with a lot of dead mutants coming back and causing havoc. We got the Vanisher. I don't know where the hell he really did vanish. I don't know what happened to that guy. He might have died. I'm not sure. There's Archangel. But I remember when Pyro died, I was really sad about that one. I liked him. He was always one of my favorite Brotherhood characters. Him, Avalanche, and Blob. I always liked them together. He died from the Legacy virus. And like, I don't even remember what issue that was. But I was like, no, not Pyro. Legacy virus. Some more X-Force. Some awesome covers. Got Banshee. Sad to see that guy go too. He died in Deadly Genesis. Looking Vulcan. Trying to stop the Blackbird. It took him off the map. Rest in peace, Banshee. Some more. Got some Second Coming. This is 26. And 27. Get the X-Force. That's a deadly team right there. Whew. And 28. And jump over to X-Men. 204. And then I must have some of the issues I took out to get signed. Or some of these I had got signed, so they ended up back in here. 208 when it switched to X-Men Legacy. So yeah, the old school Brotherhood right there. Yeah, some of these are signed by Finch years ago. 210. I actually have this poster because all these images line up together. I don't know if I can be able to show it off that well, but they actually line up. There might be one more. Yeah, there is one more. What is this? 2. Yeah, 212 is the last one. This is actually my favorite of the set. It's because of the team. So yeah. I actually had this poster. I actually grabbed it by accident because I thought it was I just saw X-Men Finch and I thought it was going to be the poster to his X-Men number 200 variant, which was an awesome picture. but it wasn't. So there's that. 213, Gambit and Sinister. 214 with art by, I'm pretty sure that's Alan Davis. I just know his work, so I dislike it so much. And 215, Mike Carey, one of my favorite writers, just because this is pretty much what he did with X-Men, and also Unwritten, which is a Vertigo series, which is pretty cool, pretty good read. See all this X-Men Legacy. Then go to Original Sin with the Ken and Sebastian Shaw. What are we doing on time? We're good. We got some more stuff. A lot of stuff with Xavier. He's dealing with some of his darker moments, I guess you could call it. 220, 221, 222. 223. I thought he was drawn by Chad Eden. I think it's Chad. No, Scott Eden. 224. That's a pretty cool cover. Daniel Acuna. I think it's Acuna. Another Dodson cover. Awesome. So, Justin Weaver, Julian Tears. Not a big fan of his. You got some more Utopia Titans, I suppose. 227. And there's issues with Implate, who was a Generation X. Or he was, I don't know if it's first appearance in Generation X, but he kind of fought those kids way back. So there's a big cover showing him off some more. It's 230. And this is definitely one of my favorite Eddie Granoff covers. Wolverine, Cyclops, and Colossus kicking butt. Got Magneto and Rogue. Another Necrosha X. 233. And then 234. I think that's Clayman cover. 235. Greg Land. I forgot he did these issues on X-Men Legacy till I pull these back out. Mike Carey, Greg Land, Second Coming, and then jump over to the other X-Men series. Gischler and Bacalo, a few other, Medina, Townsend. It was like, I think they kind of did like 2 time periods. This is a series that started off with the vampires, so Curse of the Mutants, Upper Blood with Dracula, X-Men Giant Size #1, New First to Last, and X-Men Second Coming #1, and then Second Coming #2. Both of these signed by, oh no, not both of them, just this one. Fraction must have worked on this one there. I know that crazy signature of his. He doesn't really say anything. X-Men Second Coming, Chapter 1. What the hell was this then? Oh, wait. Put it in the wrong spot. Got Necrosha X, the one-shot, New Mutants, X-Force. X-Men Legacy, crossover. It's a Clayton Crane cover. What we got? Gotta check the time here. Got a few issues of Criminals. Edward Baker, Sean Phillips, The Sinners, 1, 2, 3. I should have, I thought I had the rest of these, but there might be a different box, I'm not sure. Nemesis, issue 4. This is a pretty decent series, miniseries. Shoot straight, asshole. Here we got Silverhawks #1. I was a huge Silverhawks fan as a kid. Cartoon, I think I have it on DVD. And I remember having the toys. So yeah, Silverhawks, got Monstar in the background. I remember all the characters. I know this guy. He always played the guitar. And the one guy, the one kid who was always in gold. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this off right here. So thanks for watching part 2, and get ready for part 3. It'll be up right after this one. Peace out.